Hi, everyone. Welcome to another great session with us. My name is Richard Carrion, and I'm the Director of Marketing here at Reversion. Today, I have a great panel joining us, and we're going to be talking about another great topic focused around omnichannel, specifically the successes that brands are seeing by blending both brand and performance marketing to maintain and grow their market share. So before we dive deeper into the topic, I'd like to pass it over to our panelists for a quick intro of who they are and their brands. We'll start with you, Matthew.
Hi, I'm Matt Fantasia, Director of Digital Experience at Johnson & Johnson Consumer Health. The brands I support are Neutrogena, Clean and Clear, Rogaine on the West Coast, as well as Aveeno, Lubriderm, and our baby portfolio, Johnson's Baby, Aveeno Baby, and Desitin on the East Coast. Great to be here.
Lots of brands. That's awesome. And Ryan, I'd love to pass it over to you.
Sure. I'm Ryan Malamed. I'm the Senior Director of Digital Marketing and E-commerce at Goorin Brothers. We are a luxury hat company, been around since 1895, and I oversee all facets of our direct-to-consumer business, Amazon and omni-channel with our physical store locations in terms of overarching digital marketing and e-commerce.
Cool. And we'll pass it over to you, Sean Bell.
Thanks, Richard. I'm Sean Bell McDermott. I work at Micmac as an account manager. And for those of you who don't know, Micmac is an e-commerce acceleration platform for multi-channel brands, which means that we have the privilege of working with the world's leading brands to enable seamless e-commerce, while also informing their marketing investment through our data and insights platform. So excited to be here.
Yeah, we have some great brands, an amazing platform. So we're going to kick this conversation off since things are changing again, right? In the last year and a half, things changed, and now things are changing again as of the last couple of days. New York, as well as California, just lifted most of the restrictions. And so that means that consumer behavior is going to shift, right? So mainly buying online in the last year. And now we're going to start to see a blend of where consumers buy, whether that's online, in store, as well as through other retailers or wholesalers, which can be both online and in store as well. But that comes with some inherent challenges for brands, right? We've been exclusively online. And so brands are now having to think about consumer-driven approaches to be able to get in front of those consumers at the right point, but giving them the options to be able to buy through their preferred channel. So with that said, Sean Bell, I'm going to pass it over to you. And I'd love to know how Micmac defines consumer-driven approach in your guys' world.
When we think about a consumer-driven approach, we think about a consistent branded presence wherever your consumer is, whether that's online, offline, and ideally that presence is personalized to the consumer with a data-driven process. And that's a long kind of sentence. What it really means is breaking down data silos to have a sense of who your consumer actually is. And, a story that comes to mind is I was working with a customer of ours recently in the food CPG space who's using the Micmac platform to test CTAs by geography and retailer. And they had learned that in their Chicago market, plant-based messaging really outperforms low-calorie messaging. So right away, their digital team optimized towards that plant-based messaging, saw a 7x increase in sales. And that's fantastic in and of itself. But the reason that story comes to mind is they then took that insight to their shopper team, who went to Walmart and made the same update in store in the Chicago region and saw a similar uptick in sales there. And for us, I would say the reason I share that story is that increasingly a consumer-driven approach is a seamless omni-channel shopping experience that is not only data-driven, it doesn't only just pull in insights, but it's a consistently optimized data-driven process. And I think that's the part that's incredibly challenging, is being consistently on top of changes in consumer preference to deliver that best consumer experience.
Nice. And that continuity, being able to take that online and into in store, that's pretty awesome. Like even for myself, I've noticed that in Soho, like I'll get digital ads, but then I'll go walking around and they're like, oh, same messaging on their out of home,